Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and welcome to another edition of ISGP Talk. Today, the day has finally come. I am here with a long-time community member, a long-time community legend, none other than James Jones. How you doing?
Oh, thanks, Fisher. Honoured to be here. Really honoured to be one of the privileged few on ISGP Talk.
Well, look,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I said I was gonna surprise you with this reference, but I think you're used to doing interviews, aren't you? You have been on the real TV. You've been on television before, so you've been dealing with people far more famous than I could ever dream of being, right?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, come on. What that guy? Remember you were on a morning show? You're doing some music stuff when you were a kid.
Oh, I tried to forget that, to be honest with you.
Nightmares about having to be on a morning show. I'm gonna, I will. Maybe I'll put a link in the description, but maybe if James begs me not to, I won't. But look, we've got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about the music stuff as well. I'll save that to the end. But first thing I wanted to ask is sort of how did you get introduced to this community in general? Because you've been around before ISGP. So how did you just find the sort of the IAS community and everything like that?
I don't know, actually. That's probably should have thought about that. Yeah, I guess just watching a lot of people in the community, really. You know, Ratchet 5, yourself, Nintendo Gen 64. Who else?
Fraser
well,
now?
Spyro. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And your first tournament ended up being IS7, which was a Disney tournament, and it's quite funny because there's a race that you did that you probably had long forgotten, which was against Fraser, the race to quote unquote eat Randall, in which you guys were playing two different versions of Monsters Inc. Scare Island. So that has come back as a big, like, I guess, themed speedrun against Fraser in ISGP. But yeah, so what was it like being in those tournaments, the early ones?
Oh yeah, it was. It's really. It's really good. It was really. Obviously, I wasn't in the really early ones, you know.
That's tough.
Because everyone says that IAS3 was the best one, don't they? But I don't know. I think that I enjoyed watching that one, but
So basically, like many people in ISGP, really, you're someone that started out as a fan and then you ended up joining yourself, kind of like Daniel Davidson did with ISGP, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about ISGP then. So how do you feel like you went in your second ISGP so far?
Well, I suppose I couldn't go much worse than the first one. So, yeah, I mean, I suppose I got one win. So that's something, I suppose. Yeah.
Look, it was against someone that is actually quite good. Let's talk about that actual win, because you were someone that had, you by your own admission are not the best at Spyro. You enjoy playing it, but you're not really a speedrunner. But you came in and you absolutely did a fantastic job in Spyro 3. So what made you just want to be so good by the end of it?
I may have had a little help, shall we say?
Ratchet 5, does that name ring a bell? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 But you know what though? So he was helping you out, figure out like the right route and how to do the right skips. But you did pull off one of the I find it quite difficult. Maybe others don't. But you end up doing like a spin jump. How did you learn how to do that? Like you did the spin jump to get up to past the bridge in Bamboo Terrace.
Well, that's the funny thing actually. It was God, I don't know if I sorry if I'm not supposed to say this, Ratchet, but he actually sent me an unlisted video, and it was a whole route. It was a really, really good route. What a great guy, eh?
What a guy.
He sent me Yeah, he sent me a video, and it's like he had a glitch in the video, where he sort of well, he failed at the swimming in air, I think, in Bamboo Terrace, and then he went back, and all the enemies had been well, I mean, he killed all the enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bridge wouldn't open, so he did that. So I thought, well, you know, I mean, he said, oh well, let's just hope this glitch doesn't happen for you. But so I knew then, you know, when I failed the swimming in there, well, you know, I better, yeah, basically.
Well, you did a great job, and I mean, yes, Liam was definitely, if you watch back, you know, Liam was definitely slow. But I thought that, honestly, you know, compared to pretty much any of your other speedruns, I think that was definitely one of your most, you know, well done. And I think it shows that you are just someone more so that does the runs. You don't really prepare like a massive strategy as opposed to other people. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah, that's definitely right. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all right. You know, that's the thing. You also had another close race as well against Fraser in the Eat Randall race. So that was honestly very, very close. So talk about that one a little bit.
Yeah, that was that was a good one. Yeah, I thought that. Well, I mean, it's kind of the whole thing that happened to Fraser. I suppose he got good at Spyro. Yeah, I mean, not really needed to be good to beat me, but you know, I mean, it's yeah. I suppose it was that was a fun race to do.
And
it was my footage, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know half of it was bloody corrupt, but you know what? Let's put away an age-old mystery. Actually, it's only really a few months, but was that or was that not you that actually sent the Snapchat to Al Malloy?
It was me. I can confirm. Hang on. I'll just. Where's my? Well, I mean, this is my phone, but let's see. Should be. There we go. Oh, what's that? Sorry about this.
No, that's all right. This is good. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, it's getting. Oh, there he is. Yep, James Jones. I see it.
Yeah.
Shout out to James Jones on Snapchat. Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
It's an age-old mystery confirmed now, but excellent stuff. No, that was a fantastic race. And what about? Let's just talk about Group C in general. What were your thoughts on your group?
I thought it was a fantastic group. Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, really great group. I think it was. There's some really. It was. God, it was. I mean, it was really. Some interesting matches. You know, I mean, some unexpected victories. You know.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. You.
I mean, yeah, it was the whole situation where Alice beat you. I thought that was a good match, and then well, you ended up beating Luke, and so it made a whole lot of irrelevance. And then, well, Fraser, you know, one didn't finish last. Yeah, it was it's a historic group. Yeah.
Who was it that finished last? Was it
me? I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, no, that's right. And that was only big. That's because Asdra beat you, wasn't it? That was That was. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Is one thing I can say about that is that now that it's actually been said and done, you were a bit unlucky because Asdra ended up just farming lives in the homeworld, right? Whereas you didn't know you could really do that. So I feel like if you guys actually were to have raced again, I think you probably would have won like 9 times out of 10. But you literally picked a run where you just got caught off guard, and then that was it. So I reckon that you probably could have ended up not last.
It's part of it, though, isn't it? You could have, should have.
It is. And I guess comparing it to the first tournament that you were in, the first ISGP tournament, which was the first one. You definitely have evolved, I guess, as well from when you were using a browser emulator in the first one, which Johnny Natrum thought that was one of the funniest things ever. What was the logic behind wanting to use a browser?
I don't know, actually. That's I suppose it was just I don't know. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. Just,
Yeah.
I don't think about a lot of things, to be honest. Yeah.
You are one that have had your fair share of technical difficulties over the years. I remember when we were trying to download, you were trying to download OBS, but if you would have installed it, you would have only had 4 megabytes left on your entire hard drive.
Yeah.
That was. You know what? I don't think a lot of people forget that these files, when you record them, they're so huge. You know, like they're just massive. So you've got to delete them, but then you've got to make sure you've uploaded them and haven't accidentally deleted them. I think with the Fraser one, I think something happened with your footage where some of it went missing. Oh, it's funny stuff. But no, it's good. No, I agree with you. Group C was really good. And yeah, you had some other good races as well with like Charm Sky. I don't know if you've seen the highlights yet, but there's a great thing where like all of a sudden you're like everyone's microphone like basically cuts out, and so it sounds like Charm Sky's like talking to herself. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I have. MP Carson's an absolute genius. I mean,
yeah, he honestly he is. He makes you like, especially in the first one as well. He makes you into like the funniest guy like in history. Like I have had so many laughs from both of those videos thanks to some of the stuff in that.
Oh, he's very that guy's going places.
Yeah, I genuinely hope so too. He needs to get a job like in some kind of editing or somewhere. I don't know. I've got no idea where, but yeah. And what about obviously, as a Group C member, you probably pay less attention to like A, B, and D. But what were your thoughts on some of the other groups in the tournament this time?
Well, I thought they were all. I don't think there was many bad matches, to be honest. I mean, I think they were all very entertaining. Yeah, I thought that Group A was pretty good. I thought Group B was pretty good. Obviously Group C. I thought Group D was good. Yeah, I thought all the groups were good. I thought it was.
I found that we talked about it before, but I found that Group B was probably the most competitive overall. I thought that group was definitely we had so much competition there. And of course, Angus topping his group in Group A, and Desert Monkey, who's someone that was in your group last tournament in ISGP 1. He was in your group when you were in Group B. Did you expect someone like him, who I believe got 7th place, to make 1st place in his group this year? Did you expect that?
No, I wouldn't have thought that, but it's really good to see. It's fantastic to see such a veteran of the community do so well, and it's really good. Yeah, he's got a lot better. It's like you see. I think a lot of people sort of get better as they like yourself. I remember. I mean, no offense, Fisher, but you weren't really thought to be one of the best speedrunners before IAS 7.
That's right.
And then you ended up winning that, and then on the next one. It was
It's been interesting. I mean, I've definitely learned something in the last, obviously, no spoilers for upcoming runs and stuff like that. But I think I have gotten better at Spyro, just like you. But I don't think I can ever reach that like elite tier. Like I just think that it's just not enough skill and time dedicated to the skips and stuff. Whereas like in a game like in games like Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Disney games, Gex, I find that I'm sort of better at playing those like a bit more obscure games. What do you think? Like, are you someone that prefers like Crash speedrunning or like Disney game speedrunning, or what's your favorite kind of speedrunning if you have to do it?
Well, I mean, in terms of enjoyment, I think this is great, but I think I probably am slightly better at Crash speedrunning. Not a lot better.
Okay.
But,
Okay. Interesting.
I don't like it.
So you think you're better at Crash? Okay, that's interesting because obviously we've got that. There's another tournament hosted by Ratchet and Cola, which is like a Crash tournament, which should be interesting. So yeah, that's okay. So you're more of a Crash guy. I remember you had been were you doing Crash in like IS9 or something like that? Is that what it was? Like the one after 8? I think that happened, right? Yeah, I'm looking at your statistics. Yeah, you were in IS9, which is the NEIN, and I think you were. Let's find you. I wonder what even username you were. Like, if you were Instromation. No, you weren't. You weren't Instromation. Oripes. Yeah, you were known as Oripes 100 at the time. Here we go.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Actually, you were in the same group as you did a Crash 3 speedrun against Al, actually.
Yeah, he beat me.
He beat you, and then you also. Oh, that's right, and you also lost in that legendary run to Mr. Eddie 1667 full, better known as Eddie Collins. In which after he did the run, he said, "I did it, mommy." He was extremely proud of winning. And then as well, just to throw back memory lane here. You did a race against Johnny Natrium in a Duke Nukem game.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'll definitely try and put links to this in the description. This is hilarious. This is amazing. But anyway, obviously we've covered most of them. But were there any of your other sort of favorite races in this tournament so far? Either that you were in or ones you've watched?
I think Keithwood versus Mr. Game Sandy was pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think there's so many. It's difficult to sort of pick them, isn't it?
Well, there's like 135 or whatever, however many. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no, it's really it's really good to sort of see so many students watch them, you know.
But it would be only like, I'm pretty sure only 2 people, and that's like Danta Fanta and MP Carlson have actually watched like every single one. Like, it's basically impossible to watch every single speedrun. You know, it's insane. But no, excellent. And I guess as well, so do you see yourself coming back for more ISGP if we did another one, or, you know, Spyro Speedruns Cup or tag team or anything like that?
Well, I would love to. Sounds fantastic. I mean, no, absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you'll have me,
We'll have you. You know we'll have you. You know that we'll never turn down a James Jones appearance. I mean, have you ever had interest in doing like a tag team speedrun? You know, like where you're with a partner. You know, is that something that interests you?
Yeah. I mean, I suppose the only thing with that is you sort of an obligation, isn't it? And you can't be absolutely fit. So it's like otherwise you're letting someone down. You know. So
that's true. That's a good point. You don't want to let anyone down. But you know what though? I mean, that's pretty much what happened with me and Alice, where we thought we were going to let each other down and like be shit, and then we ended up actually teaming together all right. I feel like you'd go well with someone like a Fraser because you're kind of on a similar wavelength. You know, I think that'd be an interesting tag partner for yourself, actually.
Yeah. Well, that might be something there.
We'll have to get you in contact again. Maybe, I don't know what your team name would be. It would be like the Randalls. I don't know. Randall Boggs or Scare Island Gang. I don't know. I've got no idea. But yeah. And what about outside of ISGP? Like, what are you up to? Obviously, COVID's been, you know, wreaking havoc. But what do you do? I obviously talk a bit about your music. Actually.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got a new album coming out.
Oh yes.
And I think we might be.
Yes.
But other than that, we might be working on. Going to something like that.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, because I want to get some. I was going to say instrumation, but I want to get some instrumentation, some stuff over some of my music, and I've just got to finalize some ideas I have. But yeah, so we might be doing some stuff together. But then, so you've got a solo album coming out. Is that right?
I have. Yeah. It's I don't know if I've actually said this anywhere, but it's going to be called Lockdown and Loaded.
Lockdown and Loaded. Oh, I love that. That's really good.
Yeah.
Lockdown and Loaded. Oh.
Play a bit.
Here we go. Yeah, let's do it. Holy shit, that's phenomenal. The stores are going to just...
Yeah, there we are. So,
holy shit, and he just does it like it's nothing. That's the part that blows my mind, you know, like you can just sort of pick it up, go boom, and then you're done. Like how many years lessons did it take to do that?
That's actually, I don't think I've ever had that many lessons on the guitar, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, you know, I mean, there's loads and loads of, you know, amazing guitarists. It's like,
of course,
you know, Max Gruber's actually really.
Yes,
really
you're right. Malmo Club 2, Skin Diesel, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, that's very true. I'd love to see, him with the electric guitar, you with the normal guitar. I'm pretty sure, didn't Charm Sky, doesn't Hanley play electric guitar or something like that?
Yeah, I heard that, but apparently she's a bit shy with playing it, but apparently she played in a coffee shop that wasn't Starbucks or something like that.
Yeah, I heard about that actually. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So, was that melody that you came up with? Did you actually come up with that was played there?
Yeah. That's sort of the first. Well, I mean, unfortunately, I mean, I don't think it's one of the best ones, but that's one of the ones on the album. I think it's the first one on the album.
Oh, this is going to be epic. I actually can't wait. Me and Amelia played instrumental jazz in the car. That, you know, the EP. I mean, so you're going to make the bold claim that it's better than that? Because I thought that was great, but you reckon it's going to be better than that?
Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate anyone listening to my music. It's really, I mean, nothing's more important than that to me.
Absolutely. No, people have to. Like, I think it's an obligation if you're an ISGP fan, you got to check it out. But you reckon that, so it's going to be feature length, so even longer than the instrumental jazz.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going to be different to that? Because I know the instrumental jazz, comparing what you just played to that EP, it sounds like this one. It sounds like this one's a bit more upbeat, I guess, or a bit more maybe fast.
Exactly.
A bit more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is better. It's sort of there's going to be some fast ones on it. There's going to be a lot more guitar, you know, as opposed to just the violin.
Yeah.
But there's going to be it's a bit more sort of eclectic, I guess. Not everything on there's that great, but probably shouldn't have said that. But
no, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
It's hopefully. I mean, it's some of it's a bit more radio friendly, I think, as well.
Awesome.
Hopefully, I mean.
That is the tough thing about violin as well, is that it isn't the most popular instrument, I guess. So you hear about it, you hear of it more of an orchestral sort of thing. Obviously, there are famous violinists and stuff like that. Was it Lindsey Sterling or something like that? And Lee something Jr. or something like that. I don't know what his name is. Some guy. But yeah, obviously, James Jones, obviously the next one in line of famous violinists, but not just violin. It seems like it's multi-instrument instrumentalist, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a jack of all trades and master of none, to be honest.
I think you're the master of the violin, but you know, we'll see. But that's awesome. All right, well, obviously when it comes out, like we're gonna, you know, promote it, link it in the, like, do a video on it when it comes out, because we got to share that. I'm really excited. Like, I am actually genuinely excited. I know a bunch of other people that are too. So it's gonna be awesome. All right, James. Any final words? Anything else you want to say to wrap up your round 1 journey of ISGP 2?
Oh, just thank you to the hosts. Thank you to it's been fantastic, the speedrun. Thank you to Insomniac Games, you know, for making the fantastic game. Yeah, and it
is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. You've sometimes less words are better said than more. You know, that's yeah. We're similar there. Sometimes when we can't say anything, we'll just sort of be like, yep, that's exactly right. Yep. Good stuff. All right, James, thank you very much for being on the show. And you're going to be back. You're going to be better than ever. I think you're going to be a faster runner next time. I think that's a guarantee after your run against Liam. So I'm looking forward to seeing the new and improved James Jones.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.